The only people that are selling during the months of November and December are people that actually have to sell their house. Hey everyone, welcome back. According to YouTube, 90% of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. And you know who you are, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And also, while you're at it, if you want to hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, that'd really help me out. So here we are again, getting late into fall, and the real estate buying season is upon us. And you might be asking yourself, why is the end of fall going into winter the real estate buying season? And that is a great question. So let's think through this. Because in the reality, the only people that are selling during the months of November and December are people that actually have to sell their house. Typically, these aren't people that are upgrading for family reasons, they're not moving for school reasons, and they're really not moving just because they want to. These are people that either need money, they have to move for family, or for whatever the circumstance may be, they just have to move. So with everything going on towards the end of the year, let's take a look and see, because let's be honest, I'm not going to want to sell a house during this time, and you probably aren't either. You have Halloween, Thanksgiving, then immediately following is Black Friday. And then if these people have college kids returning home from school, they're typically going to come back, December 12th through the 16th, something around then. And then if they have school-age children, they're getting out later in the month. And then we move right into Christmas, where people are either traveling or they're having family come in and visit, where typically works are shut down, and then boom, we go right into the New Year's. So either buying or selling a house takes walkthroughs, meetings with the realtor, meetings with your lender, getting paperwork in order, and just time in general. And during this time of year, you have a decreased buyer pool because buyers aren't wanting to put in the effort, and they're also not wanting to move or purchase a house right before the holidays or everything with going on. And then on the same side, you have the sellers not really wanting to sell or not having the time and have other things going on, but the seller has to sell, the buyer doesn't have to buy. So this is where you can come in and get everything on a discount. Now the price may not necessarily reflect this, but everything is on sale. Because like I said before, just to recap, decreased buyers, sellers not really wanting to sell, but sellers have to sell. So boom, you have somebody that's coming in and wanting to get a good deal, or an investor that's willing to put in the extra work and the extra effort to go through purchasing this property during the holidays. So for example, we placed our offer for our first home on December 10th and then ended up closing about a month later. So that put the whole process through the holidays, which means we had our home inspection around December 20th, which meant that we had to stick around and change our plans when we were going to go out of town in order to look at this property and be there for the inspection. Now we may see a little bit different happen this year because the current pandemic that's going on. People really aren't going to want to move even if they necessarily have to, especially with mortgage forbearance going on. Even though there's a slight lack of inventory, I'm seeing houses in my area start to sit a little bit longer and prices come down. So now the big part is, how can you be ready to take advantage of these deals? Because let's be honest, why would you want to wait until January and February and pay more for something that you can get on discount and just do it now? So it's fairly straightforward. You just got to start looking for properties, start being familiar with what's out there, and starting to look for the ones that are, especially the ones that are starting to sit a little longer. So next is just to find a lender. It's really not that hard. Just go on Zillow. It's type in like Zillow mortgage lender or something like that, and do Google, and you'll find them. Just read the reviews, just find one. And then if you don't currently already have a realtor, sometimes your lender will be able to recommend one. And I think as long as you're doing your own research and know really what you're looking for, I think the most important quality for a realtor for me is being available and making time for me. Because let's be honest, they're all busy people, but if you have a great realtor that knows a ton about the market and a ton about, like let's say it's an investor realtor, but they don't make time for you to show you deals, or you can't get them on the phone, or you can't get them to respond to an email, well, that's not the realtor for you. So just find one that you feel comfortable with. And then next is during this process, while everything's going on, because this is all happening at the same time, is to just start familiarizing yourself with rehab costs. You want to know, kind of have a general idea of what it costs to redo a kitchen, to do a bathroom, to put in carpet, things like that, just so you're kind of generally aware when you start to look at these properties and do your initial walkthroughs, that you have an idea of what it's actually going to cost you. And then the last, and honestly the most important, is just being willing to put in the work during the holidays. It's going to be a lot of work, but the small amount of time that you'll spend looking on Zillow and going to look at deals and walking through houses and driving through neighborhoods really is nothing in comparison to the net worth that you're going to get by getting a deal that's on sale. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Go ahead and comment those down below. I'll catch you next video.